The orb. Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Stoneblock. For today, we are going to be continuing off of last video where we started generating a lot of power and getting into the Powah mod. Little grammar puns there for you. Although it's not really, because Powah is not proper grammar. But still, it's gonna work with this. So the reason why we're getting into some Powah is because one of the next things we need to do in terms of these quest lines is to get the Ender Cell Nitro. And it goes down a whole set of things, but when looking in that, I discovered that to start the Powah mod with the orb, we kinda needed to do an earlier quest first, which was to get the heating stuff going, because I hate that mob farm. We need to get the heating stuff going because we need heat for us to be able to make the orb. For those of you wondering why I say it like that, it's because it's glorious. The orb. So we need to get ourselves the heating quest line done before we can start our Powah. And it's actually not that difficult. See, for us to start, we need this superheating element, which just takes a magnetic coil, which is just some Invar, which is a type of alloy. Can I use my normal alloy smelter? I can, which just takes 2 iron and 1 nickel, which will get me exactly enough. Actually, no, it won't. I'll need to do that recipe twice, so that way I can get 4 of these magnetic coils, and then just some copper wire, which I can just, you all know how I do that. I've done that in the past. And then we need a fused alloy, which is just our infusion, and a steel casing.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty, I got everything for this, so I should just need to go ahead and throw these guys into here. Yeah, there we go. Now we got a superheated element. Did this thing even take power? Oh, it did. It's just such an insignificant amount that it didn't matter. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we've got the first piece of this. The next thing we're gonna need is gonna be this ultimate thermodynamic conductor. Now, these guys are basically like the cables that transfer power, except these guys are going to transfer heat. Now, for me to be able to get this, I'm gonna need something very specific that I do not want to deal with, but in the end, I'm going to need to, which is the diamond level stuff. Now, for me to do this, I'm going to either need to make a crusher, which wouldn't be that bad, or an enrichment chamber, which also isn't that bad. I'm gonna go for the enrichment chamber. Actually, I stand corrected because something else is actually gonna need me to use the crusher. So we gotta go for the crusher instead of the enrichment chamber. Also, the crusher is a very annoying sound, so let's just get rid of that. And this is a very annoying animal. If it wasn't so close to my other animals, when this thing can sweep and damage other creatures, I would end you right now. But I'm smart enough to recognize that I need to wait until the right moment. Now's the right moment. Okay, but here we go. Now we've gotten ourselves our diamond dust, so we can go ahead and throw that into there. I should still have some alloy left because I did make a bit extra, but at the same time, I thought I was gonna need a lot less than I was thinking I did, so we can just go ahead and throw that one into there. Then we also need to grab ourselves some obsidian, because now I can go ahead and take this obsidian and then throw that over into here, which should hopefully get me some crushed obsidian. Once we get that, there we go. Now we have exactly enough for this. Ooh, but wait. I also realized I was gonna need another one of these alloys because they're both going to the same place. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so there we go. We can go ahead and just throw this one into here. Let's just go ahead and speed this baby up so that way that's there. Then there we go. We got those. Then all of that is ready. So now we've got our refined obsidian dust. I can throw that into there, throw one of these into here, and then we get ourselves our atomic alloy. It's all such a process, but here we go. Now we can go ahead and make ourselves our elites, and then finally, our thermodynamic, which gets me everything I need on this for the final thing we need on this, which is this resistive heater. This is the active block that will heat my everything, and it is actually not terrible. It's just this is why I thought I needed the other 2 infused alloy, because literally the only thing left I need is the energy tablet, which needs infused alloy. Okay, so now we can go ahead and craft ourselves our energy tablet, which we can then go ahead and take over here, which is consuming my energy. Oh, and I'm missing a tin. Okay, now we can put this thing in here. And now we've gotten ourselves our resistive heater, which I know is normally the thing that we would use for Oh, there's no way I'm gonna get an OP thing for this, right? I got a basalt generator. If it has a use, it'll have a use. I'm sure I can come up with something later. Unless it needs it for the compressed. Unless it needs it for the further compressed. Oh, there is something. I'm gonna need to keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, that's actually really handy. But here we go. Now we've gotten ourselves this, which means now we just need to go back and speak with the echo of the fabricator. Oh, hello, my little friend. Are you ready to be completed? Whoa. Whoa, I got a lot of boom-boom-boom-bows. Oh, I got a lot of boom-boom-boom-bows, but okay. Dude. That is awesome. And this guy actually has a few decent things in his shop. One of which is going to be for Powah, which I am actually going to need later. Actually, I might as well just grab a couple of these now on here. I'll go over what those do when it's actually time for Powah. But for right now, here we go. We've gotten ourselves these. Oh, wait, I need to go to the world engine. Oh, so these guys have an auto build thing. This guy doesn't. Once you've crafted a heater, you should return to the fabricator to learn how to use it. Oh, no. My one weakness. Not reading their freaking instructions. Okay, I have an idea though. Since there's never actually explicitly said to be an upgrade for this thing, I'm wondering if I go ahead and take this thing away, and then let's go ahead and put this here. Does it just pour heat in? It does. Okay, all right. I can get by that. That's half decent. So this is gonna use 40 FE a tick. I don't know if that'll be enough. At the very least, now we do have ourselves our heat. So for me to craft this, I require 350 heat in the unit of Celsius. Wait, it says dissipated. So I think it'll actually make me lose heat over time as well. Interesting. Also, I noticed the temperature isn't going up anymore. Okay, I figured out how to get it working. I tried increasing it to places that I cannot sustain power-wise. All I had to do was click on config and then click directly onto this one. And then there's a thing here for saying enabled and disabled. The right side was not enabled. Yeah, now we can go ahead and have ourselves all the heat we should need. Because holy crap, man, that is absolutely insane. Okay, but also at the same time, if I go ahead and head on back home, this, yeah, it's not generating fast enough. It's a little less than ideal. So if I went ahead and like sped this baby up, still not really making all that much. Well, I mean, I can't really tell because I'm not over here to see it all go into action. This all should be fine. So once it gets up to heat, unless this thing can still degrade, we should at the very least be able to get our energizing work, because that's all we really need this heat for. So I guess then once that whole thing is ready, I can go ahead and put all these things in. They're not that hard. It's just going to take some dielectric paste and dielectric rods, which I already have everything I need for those. So, you know, that's already fine. So after that, it's just going to be fused glass, which means I need an alloy smelter. Okay. Which means I need grains of infinity. Which means I need to throw gravel in fire. That's not bad, actually. That's fine. That's all fine. We're just gonna need to make this alloy smelter once, after all. That's not a problem. Alrighty, so I got everything for it. I'm literally just waiting on it to heat up enough. I even decided, since this thing was going so slow, to put in a speed augment, which uses up twice the amount of fuel, which means now, rather than generating me 2 million RF a tick, this thing's only gonna generate me 1 million. So, I mean, that's still better than most fuel sources I can get right now. I still won't be able to handle this. And it's like, that is absolutely unfortunate, but I need this thing to work. So we're gonna bump this thing up to 2,000. It's gonna start consuming, and it's gonna be a bit, since this is the case. We're in an emergency mode. I'm gonna also go ahead and I believe this should work from all sides no matter what. I'm gonna go ahead and slap our coal generator on here as well. And we're just gonna start burning. I'll let you all know if this works because it's just gonna take a bit.
Eventually.
Okay, I was away trying to make sure that this worked and apparently it worked. So we are going to go ahead and cut this baby off. We do not need it to be constantly heated. And I don't need to lose any more power. So, yeah, we're just gonna say that this is a nope. I'm gonna hope that this thing doesn't lose heat as it loses heat. That's fine. But here we go. We can go ahead and head on back home with glory because we have acquired the orb. Oh my goodness. So now that we've gotten that and we can have all our power to ourselves, we should hopefully be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take away the augment of speed. That way I can maximize my power for this. Our next step is going to be to try to get ourselves this ender cell. It is not terrible. We only need a few things for us to be able to get this. 4 obsidian, which is easy. This ender core, which is just an eye of ender, a dielectric casing, and a basic capacitor tiny, which is also made in this orb. So if I can go ahead and just apply these guys here. If I go ahead and put these guys in, do I need the cables? It looks like I might need the cable. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Because the left side and top is not output, which is what we needed. Okay, so there we go. Now we've gotten ourselves our ender core. The only thing left that we really need is the nitro crystal. And this is where this is gonna get bad. We only need to make this once, that's good. But it takes 20 million FE. That's not so good. And it needs a nether star and 2 redstone blocks, which is, you know, not terrible. We've already gotten those. But then we need a block of blazing crystal, which takes another 1,080,000 FE. This isn't that terrible as it's just a block of blaze rods for the base material. So we can just slap this baby into here, and then this thing will start slowly getting rid of all of the power. It's a little bit sad, but eventually it'll get there. And I don't believe this thing will lose progress. So as long as oh wait, that's done. So here we go. This thing's gonna start powering. I'm gonna just be sitting here for a while, and we're gonna get our nitro crystals.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And here they are, our nitro crystals. And thanks to me having a temporal pouch, I was just able to speed this thing up. Oh, and I'm left with 7 Adrenalis fuel. But here we go. Now we've gotten ourselves our nitro crystals. I just need to grab the obsidian. So we can go ahead and combine all of these together, and then we get ourselves our ender cell nitro. Now we've gotten that, so now we can go ahead and head on back over to, I'm pretty sure it was the catalyst? And yeah, complete your stage. Now we've gotten that ready. Oh, and that would get me energizing rod nitros. We can get a chance ecosahedron. I probably don't want to do that, but you know, that's fine. So here we go. Now we can go ahead and head on back over to here. And then it's gonna want us to auto build with our 1 ender cell of nitro. Let's go ahead and see that beautiful cinematic. Yes, the cinematic for 1 block. Oh wait, I didn't move my stuff. Oh, please okay, it's going over here. So that means it's not over there. Oh, wait, why is it showing it down here? Wait, but it's up there. Wait, no, I said it was up there. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Why did it show me the bookshelves when it's up here? Okay, well, there we go. Now we've gotten this thing a power upgrade. I don't know how that exactly affects it, but it's fine. Which means now with this, it'll allow us to move on to the next level, which is going to involve us fighting the basically ender dragon of this mod pack, the mighty ender chicken. I don't know why it does this, but that's what it does this. Oh, and there's 2. Wait, I'm confused. Wait, hang on. If I go ahead and collect that, pretty sure this is for the ender chickens. Wait, so that means that there's 1 base to the north and then 1 base to the south. Wait, so if I right click this, I need to be 1,000 blocks closer. So if I take out my temp pad, and then we can go to the end ring, and then I step through here. I do not want to actually fight the ender chicken, but if I head on over to here, oh, a time door to the vault of the chicken jockey. Wait, that is this place. I knew it. This is the chicken boss. And it's a ring. Is this going to be a reference to the Minecraft movie? Is this an ender chicken jockey? Is that what I'm going to have to deal with? I'm probably completely underprepared for this because, like, I was wanting to get mental obliteration before I did this. But for me to get it, I need a few things. One of which is these time crystal blocks, which I can only get at A, the Shadow Pole School level, but B, I need budding amethyst, which, through all intents and purposes, is gonna make me make this thing. That's already difficult on its own, but then we need ender rods, which means I need chorus fruit. So there's a few things I can do for that. I can probably find it in this end dungeon over here, so that's fine. But the Shadow Pulse Goo is just gonna need Dragon's Breath, which I may or may not be able to find over here. Yeah, it looks like we are pretty much just at the cusp of the Ender Chicken fight. And I don't even know how to start it. Now that the world engine can handle some ender crafts, you'll need to get your hands on the dragon egg without going to the end. With the end ring, you'll be able to find a very special vault. Okay, I got there. You'll need to craft the mighty ender chicken egg to use it in the dislocation receptacle. Oh, okay, so I need this before I can start the chicken fight, which means I need dark matter, which means I need more Aternalis fuel. That's not a problem. I can work with this. Wait, draconium comes from endstone? Wait, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. There's no way, right? There's no way. I should still have some endstone. And I got my unbreakable brush. Let me just go ahead. I don't actually need the south locator. So let me just go ahead and wait. There's no way, right? I got platinum. Okay, wait, hang on. If I get draconium, wait, hang on. This could be game changing. Oh, that changes everything. Wait, hang on a minute. So if I can get all this stuff already. Oh, but I would need to get this thing first, which takes a world engine advanced upgrade. So no, I can't start that yet. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, I mean, that's not technically true because I did learn something in between episodes, which is that, and this is funny, if I go back to this guy and look in his shop, I can actually just get straight Wyvern level gear, which means I could, at a 0.53% chance, get the Wyvern chest plate. So let me just go ahead and I can buy 3 of these. Let's go ahead and see what happens. 3 random Wyvern gears. There is no way I got a Wyvern bow. That's almost better. Wyvern projectile accuracy. Wyvern damage module. Wait, are you serious? That's legendary. Hang on a minute. I was hoping for the Wyvern chest piece. That could actually work out in my favor. Why is there fluorite? Oh, probably from the ender thing. Okay, but wait, hang on a minute. If I go ahead and type Draconic Evolution, I might have been practicing with that thing in between episodes because, where is it? Oh, is it still in my backpack? Ah, but yeah, I've gathered a few things and there we go. Now we're starting to get our stuff in here. Oh, but I can't put the damage in here. It does take 64,000 OP a tick. I don't know how that translates. Oh, well, let me put it this way. It got through my pocket generator. But here's the question. Can I enchant this sucker? And can I get infinity? I can get power, but I can't get... Wait, can I reforge this? Oh my gosh, I can. Oh my gosh. And then on projectile hit, it'll cast the poison arrow. This is the most insane thing. Okay, we are almost ready for that ender chicken fight. I'm gonna see if I can get the bottles and stuff in between episodes. I will let you all know what goes on in this dungeon. Hey, Future Cookie. So remember how I said I was gonna come to this dungeon? Well, I came. And turns out it had the Ender Guardian Cataclysm boss fight. And since I'm still technically in the Nether Ring, a bunch of zombie pigmen had spawned and started doing like half of this guy's health. I don't know how this is happening, but he is being killed. He is being killed by the Ender Pigs. And also his theme song keeps playing. Oh my gosh, can they get him down to half health? I don't know how they're doing this, but the hordes are taking him on. And my computer is now frozen. It very well could. Oh, and we're back. Oh my gosh. Oh, and he went to the next phase. Yeah, they got him down. Dude, this is kind of insane. Okay, well, let's go ahead and test my new... Let's go ahead and test out my new weapon on him. And, oh, he's noticed me. Oh, he's noticed me. He can't reach me from up here. Oh, he can. Oh, he can. And, the pigs. Oh, no, I'm in the fight now. Oh, no. Dude, this was not on my bucket list today. I just wanted to come over here and see if we had any ender bottles. I didn't think there was going to be a freaking boss here. But seriously, the bow doesn't do anything? Like, that kind of sucks, actually. Now this is what I gotta do. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm trapped. Oh, no, I'm trapped. Oh, no. Can I kill him before he kills me? Can I kill him before he kills me? Oh, no. Oh, wait, he actually doesn't do that much. Oh, wait, he actually doesn't do much damage. Oh. Well, there we go. So yeah, this place is just a tad bit too dangerous. Turns out this is actually 2 dungeons in 1. And, yeah, I haven't found it in any of the chests, so scratch everything I said about the mental obliteration. For right now, though, all I really need to do is open up today's chance cube. Yes, it is that part of the show where I risk my life for all your entertainment. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Oh, no. It wants me to count the bats. 0. What? You were off by 64. No, I wasn't. There were no bats. Did any of you see the bats and I just missed them? I did not see the bats. So do you like this video? Good. Then be sure to check out our last Stoneblock 4 video where we got ourselves our better power source. Bye-bye.